Hey there. It's been a while since I've done a video. A review. So I figured, why not? Why not do one right now? Couldn't hurt, right? Okay, I guess I'll review a film I've been wanting to review for quite some time now. And it was, written and directed by Alejandro Amenabar, I believe. He's a Spanish director. Although the film The Others, which I'm reviewing right now, takes place in 1945 on a small fog-ridden island off the coast of England called Jersey. And it's actually a real island in real life, by the way. And it deals with, and it stars Nicole Kidman as Grace, Alakina Mann as Anne, James Bentley as Nicholas, the two kids of the Grace character, and Fionnula Flanagan. She's Irish, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. And she plays a servant in the house, along with Mr. Tuttle and a mute girl named Lydia. And the whole premise of the film basically deals with, the daughter claims that she sees others in the house, and of course the mother, Grace, who's a very devout woman, doesn't believe her because she believes that after you die that there are no ghosts, and after you die you go to heaven or hell or kids purgatory, as explained in one scene. So she thinks she's just making up things, and she scolds her and all. She scolds her and all that stuff. So anyway, basically, also the two kids, Anne and Nicholas, are photosensitive, I believe, and because of that, they can't go out into the sun. It's like toxic. It's like toxic to their skin or something. And so they spend the entire, most of the film indoors in their mansion, in darkened or shadowed rooms away from the sunlight, because it's toxic, it might hurt them. So the blinds are always drawn, and it's always a very dark, brooding atmosphere during the film. Also, the mansion or old estate that they're living in, surrounded by fog, very gloomy and mysterious, very haunting look for the film. Very appropriate for a horror film, like an atmospheric type psychological horror film, which is what The Others is. It reminds me a bit of some of the older horror films from the 60s and 50s, The Haunting and The Innocents, especially The Innocents, but also The Haunting as well, due to similar cinematography or effects and stuff like that, and eerie sounds and whatnot. Anyway, the basic plot deals with how over time Grace starts speaking that there might actually be others living in the house, or ghosts, as she comes to believe over time. And the caretakers, Bertha Mills as the Fionnula Flanagan character, as well as Tuttle and Lydia, seem to be in on something, and they don't really know what. So she becomes more paranoid and delusional as time goes on. And the little girl Anne, she says that there's I think four of them. There's an old woman with creepy white eyes or something, and there's a mother and a father, and also a little boy named Victor, with supposedly the others living in the house along with them. And it basically deals with all these weird events that occur during the course of the film that leads Grace to believe that there might actually be someone living in the house with them, and it's not all just her kids talk, her kids saying things that aren't true, and she begins to doubt her sanity and all that other stuff, and it's very psychological in nature. And at one point during the film, the father, who supposedly died during the war, comes home, but he seems very distant or unemotional and spacey, something's odd about him, he doesn't really know, doesn't seem to know where he is or something like that. It's strange. And he stays for a day, I believe, or two, and then he just goes, and he says he has to go back to the war, to the battlefield, but she tells him the war is over, but he won't listen to her. But he's just really, really strange. So anyway, after that, after he leaves, gets to a point where she pulls a gun on the three caretakers or servants because she believes that they're trying to hurt the kids because they at one point in the film all the blinds are opened and the sun's streaming through the windows, and so she thinks that they come to hurt the kids and all that, and so she makes them leave. I'm not going to spoil the end for you, but I will say it's a very surprising ending. Feels almost M. Night Shyamalan-ish. That's funny. Yeah, I kind of said that. Anyway, how it kind of sneaks up on you. I never saw it coming personally. I mean, you might. That's just me. Anyway, it's a really good film, very atmospheric, creepy, and eerie, and not much gore. So if you do like gore, you can always, take comfort in the fact it doesn't have a lot of that stuff. If you don't like that stuff. So yeah, thanks for listening, and have a good day. Oh, and one more thing. The main reason why I made this video is because, for some strange reason, although the others is a pretty well-known horror film, there are oddly no reviews for it on YouTube. So I decided, why can't I make the first one? Might as well, right? Couldn't hurt, could it? Alright, thanks.